Greetings, YouTube. Welcome back to the channel. You are staring at something that shocked me to the point that I thought it was like some bizarre fake news story, and then I found out it was real for at least a very select few number of summoners. Joe hit me up via Facebook because my line was full, and he found me on Facebook. And said that he believed that Kabam kind of accidentally gave him a chance to purchase 2 weeks worth of the $5 advance 1 week in the Summoner Camp milestone rewards. So he jumped at it. And this week, with 55 days remaining on both the Summoner Camp and Summoner Resort milestones, in which I think because I haven't purchased anything, I think I'm on like day 50 something. Anyhow, he got to the final day. You can see 98 points in both. No more points remaining because he is indeed maxed out. Now, if you're like me and you haven't purchased anything, though I will say that after Kabam's thorough amount of compensation packages, even though I know the game is still broken, and the Summer of Pain, until this week at least, being so manageable for so many players, especially if you're Thronebreaker and can get multiple points per week, I really do feel like, because it truly is worth the $15, that in the end I'm going to spend it. I had to have Kabam earn it. I had to have Kabam earn the $15, but I think they've actually done that. I know people are going to say, no, they haven't, the game's still broken, but most of the time it's not broken for me. And I don't do Alliance War, so I don't have the same trauma of that so many players who are calling for a no-spend Alliance War are saying. But Alliance Quest, I've made it through all days without having to spend items. In fact, some of the compensation has gone and expired in the overflow because I didn't need to use it before it expired. And then on top of that, of course, all the compensation and the Summer of Pain rewards, which were quite good to me. That rank 3 6-star Namor has been incredible, particularly because I brought him in for the Cavalier Event Quest Rogue fight, and I did several runs where I one-shot Rogue, even though I had no similar success before now. So let's bring you back to this summoner. So he thinks Kabam gave him a chance to buy basically 2 weeks worth. He still had to pay retail price. It's not like he got a discount. He just got to buy the offer 2 days at once. So that means with 55 days left, he got to do what Kabam put kind of in, it's like the iTunes user agreement, like in small text lettering. If you complete the Summoner Camp and Summoner Resort with still days to go, you first get the special daily objective, and most importantly, the 500 units, which is milestone 98 by itself. But also, because that's awesome, right? That's worth it there. But also, given that, he sees this. So let's zoom in on this. Defeat the champions in quests, arenas, or incursions to earn crystal shards daily until October 13th. And normally you get the glasses, right? You get whatever you need to unlock that day's item. But when you have maxed out days, you don't get the glasses anymore. You get 100 6-star shards. Now, he did estimate financially that he spent $35 separately from the $15 to get the second level of this Summoner Appreciation. I also have to say, I feel like this is the most confusing thing they've ever done. Part of that's because the previous Summoner Appreciation calendar was so freaking easy to follow. You just logged in just once per day at some point before the day's calendar expired and you got your rewards. And then if you wanted to take a look at future days, weeks, months, etc., you just move the calendar over to the next couple weeks, the next 4 weeks or 6 weeks, etc. This now, it's just there's 2 different levels. One is free, one is for money. You can buy the ability to go a week ahead each week, or in this case, accidentally go for 2 weeks. But you can see every day now, he gets 100 6-star shards. And so, if you do the math, he essentially spent $35 to have the chance to earn himself an extra more than half of a 6-star basic worth of shards. 5,500 6-star basic shards. So, the question also, which is a fascinating one, is do you think it's worth it? And I told him a lot of it's going to depend on what 6-star, like if he lands on like a, I don't know, let's say 6-star, just to torture myself, 6-star Omega Red. And he was able to buy that Omega Red because of the extra money he spent to get ahead of the curve on these items. Well, yeah, that's probably worth it. But there's a better chance that he doesn't pull an Omega Red or a Ghost or a Corvus or an Apocalypse, etc., Doctor Doom, and he pulls an OG Spidey or an OG Daredevil or Captain America World War II or Groot, all of the trash champions that the 6-star basic crystal is still full of. And then you just take it as a gamble that didn't really work out. But either way, not too many people can say in the month of August that something that goes until October 13th is technically already there for how many days he has accomplished and acquired this, as we can once again see in this image of 98 points for both the Summoner Resort and Summoner Camp. So he hit me up, wanted to tell his story. Joe, I think of like Joe Cool from Snoopy, so I'm just going to say thanks, Joe Cool, for the story and for answering what felt like a million different questions that I Facebook messaged you back and forth, because honestly, I was very confused about how this was even possible for a while. And this event in general, maybe I'm not the brightest bulb in the store, but this event in general just felt kind of confusing to me. I just didn't really understand why they set it up as they do, but it is what it is. We are almost 2 months in, as we're almost to day 60, and yet, not even 2 months in, he's already passed October for his milestones. So, what do you think, YouTube? Would you spend an extra $35 if you had a chance to join Joe and get 5,500 6-star shards, 100 remaining for the next 55, now I guess 54 or 53 days, depending on, because I know he sent this to me either yesterday or the day before, and of course, it is a new day. Either way, let me know in the comments below. And Joe, thanks again for the story.